What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the first day of June. We just closed out the month of May. It's the very first day of June. We have 21 hours and 45 minutes left in the day. Fresh open on the day here. Down 2% on this Sunday, and we're at 1.57 cents right now. Slowly but surely bleeding and moving down. That's what OnyxCoin likes to do whenever it moves down. I will admit, right now we're moving at a bit of a pickup in pace, but it's all I mean by that is it's taken a long time to get where we are now, right? It's taken a large amount of time just to get to this price, let alone the lower lows that we're probably going to go to. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and zoom out from there. Okay, so looking at the 1 hour. Oh, sweet, I still have these up. That's good. Although we probably don't need them other than the RSI. The MACD can be helpful on the 1 hour, but oftentimes it's like the 4 hour or more that you'd want to use it. But anyways, all of these indicators look bearish at the moment. For what it's worth, they all do look very bearish at the moment. The RSI tells me that we have lower to go for sure. We're absolutely going to demolish this low. And if that's the case, then that means that the long-awaited prophecy of 1.4 to 1.45 cents or lower is coming to fruition. When I say prophecy, I'm not pretending like I called that the whole time throughout here, right? We've been talking about this going higher since this low. There were times where we were somewhat convinced and accepting of the lower prices, but most of the time here we've been thinking that we were going to go higher. I'm very, very surprised that this phase of consolidation did not lead to a breakout whenever it's clearly different than any of the other moments that we found resistance before. Just kind of odd, but whatever. OnyxCoin's being resilient. Here at 1.57 cents, we definitely have a little lower to go. Where I think we're going to go, if I can get it low to high here, would be down to 1.47 to 1.28 cents, somewhere in that zone. Likely, if I'm going to guess, probably right in the middle there at around 1.4 cents, maybe just below there. Here we are at 1.57 cents now. If we look at OnyxCoin on a daily time frame, actually, hold on, I want to look at the 4 hour one more time. I just hope I remember this. 4 hour does look bearish. Look at this, though. We're getting set up, aren't we? We're getting set up for some bullish divergence. I don't know, man. Maybe we don't go that low. Maybe we do hold 1.47. Low to high. Let me get that back on there. Hold on. We got to zoom it in. I got the wrong low too, I think. 1.48 or 1.47. Maybe that is where we go because we've got this set up for bullish divergence here. And you have bullish divergence on your MACD, to be completely fair. But that bullish divergence on the MACD probably goes away if we're also being fair. Looking at the daily time frame, what was it that I was going to do? Oh, yes. Okay, so on the daily time frame, if we take this low over here, or maybe the low of the move, that's what it is, the low of the move to the high of the move. Yeah, you bounced right off the 0.5. You see that? Bounced right off the 0.5. That's where your low was back on April 7th there. That's your low, okay? We take this low now, that same low that bounced off the 0.5, put it at this high. Where might we go? Right there to that 0.5 at about 1.43 cents. So something around 1.4, 1.5, just under 1.4, whatever. Something in this zone I think is very, very acceptable as a low. If we go lower, down to 1.23 cents, okay, whatever, fine. Go to the golden ratio, find support there. That would probably break out of this bull flag, so I don't think that that's going to happen, right? Or if it does, it would take a lot more time. But just at our current rate, it might make more sense to go down here over the coming days rather than to the golden ratio. We'll bounce. We'll move up. We'll probably break out because we've interacted once, twice, 3 times with the lower side, but we've interacted once, twice, 3 times, and then 4 times with the upper side. I think that at that point in time, the upper side will be the descending trend line from the top will be weaker and easier to break through, and this next attempt to the upside will be the moment where we break through. That next attempt is going to have to come after we resolve ourselves to the downside, and I think that's going to happen, but probably around 1.43 cents, okay, something like that. And then we'll be able to move up. Unfortunately, my friends, and hindsight's 2020, but this has actually been a very tradable range for anybody who's been buying at 1.7 cents and selling at 2.1 cents. You've had like 3 opportunities that really presented some awesome trading opportunities, but we weren't looking at it like that, or at least I wasn't looking at it like that, man. I'm thinking, we're going to rip. I really did expect May to be a more bullish finish. Little bit surprised by that, but sometimes these things happen. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I've been right before. I'll be right again. It's not about that anyways. At the end of the day, we're making money, right? People are funny, man. I'm thinking about some people are freaking out. They're acting like OnyxCoin's in bad shape, but it's like, man, compared to the average coin from its lows in April 7th, this thing's up like more than double what the average coin is up right now. And it saw more growth too. Overall, throughout this whole cycle, it's outperforming Bitcoin, which is more than most cryptos can say for themselves. But anyways, man, it's doing well. I think it's doing really well. Oh, I've got some news too. I've actually recently decided, not with all of my OnyxCoin holdings, but I did take a sizable portion of my XCN today and started staking it. So I did actually hop on the train late for the stake party. I actually have started staking OnyxCoin just a little bit because I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's reputable enough. They've got enough going on. They're developing. It seems like they're here to stay. I'm pretty confident that I could stake, miss the top of this bull cycle, and by the time the bear market low comes in, we're still going to be above these prices now. So that money can just stake and grow for as long as it needs to. I'm pretty confident. And the APR will change. You know, you can farm, you can stake, you can do all these things. It'll probably change, and it won't be 30% or 29% forever, but you know, get it while it's good, I guess. I slept on it for the past year. I'm very skeptical of staking, and I'm not very trusting, but oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. Whenever it comes to stuff like that, and there's definitely inherent risks. There's a reason why I'm not staking all of my OnyxCoin, but let's just say, and maybe to a fault, I don't know. I feel like I trust the protocol. I trust the team here. I think that we might be dealing with something bigger than we know, and it actually might be a really serious contender for this cycle. People are going to look back and be like, damn, that was the one. I saw it pumping, but I had no idea what the coin was. I didn't look into it. I just thought it was just a random coin. I never heard anybody talk about it. You know, I think, and then once people start talking about it, once it's worth like billions of dollars in market cap, it'll be too late. But I don't know, man. I'm just rambling at this point. Kind of a pointless rant. All I was trying to say at the end here is just news. Kind of big news for me is that I'm staking OnyxCoin. This is the first time I've actually ever staked anything because I think staking is sketchy, man. But whatever. We're in crypto. We're going to be a little sketchy. Anyways, hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.